So as a paramedic coach, I get a lot of messages, I get a lot of emails asking about certain situations about getting your NREMT for the first time. So there's three main pathways in order to get your national registry certification. So one is a traditional pathway, which is you go to a local school, you go to a EMT school, okay, whether it's a local school or an online school. Once you pass EMT school, you then are going to be able to make an account on the NREMT, and you're going to be able to sit for the NREMT exam. And it's a one-time written exam. Let's say for whatever reason, you're in a state and maybe you either lost or dropped your NREMT. We call it lapsed. Okay, you expired your NREMT, but you kept on to your state certification or your state license, but your NREMT is expired. There's a pathway for you if you currently hold a state license or certification, but don't have NREMT or never had NREMT, by the way, to get your national registry. I'm going to show you what that is. Now, the third way to get your NREMT is if you had NREMT in the past, but you let it expire. Maybe it expired 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I had a gentleman 15 years ago, it expired, and help them through the same process, okay, of getting an NREMT back. It is possible, okay? So if you had NREMT at any point, you can get it back. But how do we get it back? We follow this process. So I want to show you the website. How do we see the direct documentation on this? Well, we click here to certification, and I'm going to do the example of EMT, but the process is very similar for all of them. Just there's a little nuance difference, and we'll look at it. Let's go with EMT because most people are an EMT and EMS. EMS is run by EMTs. Now, when we have EMT, here's what I'm talking about. Full education program. So you've just completed a full education program. 2, we have a state license, but we want NREMT. Then reentry, that means it lapsed. So I just want to show you an example. I just want to go through all of them. If I click here and go to AEMT, look, same screen, same pathway. So let's say it's paramedic. See, same thing, same pathway. And I'll even show you EMR just for fun. Okay, so EMR, okay? So we can see different pathways, okay? So let's go with our classic EMT, okay? Now, I'm going to click on full education program. Your instructor will walk you through that. So you see, I'm not getting messages from people that are in school right now. They're coming to me saying, how do I pass the exam? That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you pass the exam. But there's no nuance of having to contact NREMT or you didn't have an account. This is all with these two people that either never had it or their state license or they're trying to get it back. These are the messages that I get too. So let's click on state license to learn more. So when I click on state license to learn more, here is the exact documentation rights. Number 1 is we must pass a CE program. Okay, we need CAPCE accredited education. You can do that 100% online right here at the Paramedic Coach. We have the 20 hours you need for this. We also, for EMTs, have a 40-hour. That's if you've lapsed. I'll show you that as we go along, okay? The second thing you must do is you must retake and pass the NREMT exam, okay? So we can see here, okay? Successful completion of a state-approved EMT refresher course or 20 hours that is going to be CAPCE accredited. Okay, we can see right here, CAPCE accredited. Okay, so here's our 20 hours. So the first thing we do is we knock out our 20 hours of CE. The second thing that we do, okay, we're going to come down here, if we can scroll down, okay? So successful completion of the National Registry EMT certification exam. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, smash that like button. Show me some love down below. I just want to show you the only difference here. I'm just going to show you. And I move over here. The only difference here, if we go to EMT and we go to lapsed reentry, okay, if we come down here, the only difference that we can see right here is now it's 40 hours, 40 credit hours. But we still got to pass the NREMT exam. It's the exact same thing. The only difference is the hours changes. Instead of boring you going through each individual one, I just want to explain to you what the hours are. So folks, quite simply, if you hold a state certification and you want to get your NREMT back, so at the EMT level, if you have a state license certification and you want your NREMT, you're going to need to do 20 hours of capstone accredited education. Can we have this as a paramedic coach? And you're going to have to pass the NREMT exam. If you are, again, or for the first time, if you are someone who is an EMT and they want to get their NREMT back and it expired in the past, again, may it be 5, 10, 15 years ago, or a few years, whatever it is, you need 40 hours of CE. Again, we have this here at Paramedic Coach. We have all this. Links in the description. You do your 40 hours of CE, you can do 100% online, okay? Then you're going to study and pass the NREMT exam. Now, for advanced EMT, it's going to be 25 hours for someone who holds a state certification, but they want to get their NREMT, and they must pass the NREMT exam. If you are in the lapsed category, you had an expired advanced EMT from NREMT, you need 50 hours, and you must pass the exam. For paramedics, it is 30 hours if you hold a state certification, but you want to get your NREMT, okay? Let's say you never had it, for example. You do 30 hours. And let's say your NREMT was expired and lapsed, and you had it in the past, you want to get it back, but you don't currently have a state. Then it will be 60 hours, okay? So basically what it is, if you look at it, folks, is you're going to have to retake the written exam at that level, and you have to do CE. So it's a very simple process. You take your CE online with us. We're capturing your credit 100% online. Then you're going to study. You study with the video vault, link in the description on that, to pass your exam. Check, check. Once you do that, all we got to do is find somebody local, okay? May it be a training officer, may it be a local school, may it be a local academy, for example, to come in, get our skills checked off. Again, NREMT should help you find an area in order to get that done, or your state office of EMS should be able to help you maybe get that done to find someone connected. But I always say, hey, start calling local schools, academies, etc. This has worked for people I've helped with this process. So those are your steps. Here's how to get your NREMT if you never had it, or if you had it and you lost it. My final recommendation, don't have to go through all this. Make sure to recertify your NREMT. Every 2 years, you have to recertify NREMT, and I cannot tell you how many people have came to me and they miss that deadline that comes every year at March 31st, and they miss it or they forget about it. Take care of your hard-earned certification. We all worked our butt off trying to pass NREMT, trying to pass school, whether it's EMT, AEMT, paramedic, even EMR. We worked our butt off to get those certifications. Don't lose them. Hang on to it. Keep it. That's why we offer here at Paramedic Coach 100% online CE programs. Again, links in the description for all that. There's no reason now in 2025, there's no excuse when you have self-study online programs. You sit, you watch, you listen, you can do your chores, you can watch the course, you can cook, watch the course, and get your CE hours. As easy as that.